So we are in the Slavonic book of Enoch, which is Enoch 2. Excuse me, this is part 6. We are doing chapters 40 through 47. There are 68 chapters in Enoch 2. So we are moving right along. Starting in chapter 40, there's some very interesting things that I wanted to share. So it says that the sun's circumference has been measured and the rays have been measured and the hours are counted, and that everything has been written down that will go over the earth. Everything that gets nourished, such as all seeds that are sown, those that are unsown, what the earth produces, the plants, the grasses, the flowers, the smells, their names, the dwelling places of the clouds, their composition, their wings, how they carry rain and raindrops. And then it says that there's this very interesting thing about the road of thunder and the road of lightning. And it says that if they were not let out in a measured rate by heavy chain, their violence would hurl down the angry clouds and destroy all things on earth. Talks about the treasure houses of the snow, storehouses of the cold, the frosty airs. And then it says that there are these key holders who bear weighing scales and measures, and they put on one side of the weighing scale, and this is in regards to winds. And then on the other side, they place the weights and they let them out according to this measure skillfully. Otherwise, the whole earth would be rocked from the winds. I thought that was interesting. And then it goes on to say that the mountains, the hills, the fields, the trees, the stones, the rivers, everything has been written down and measured, and it speaks about its height. So let's move on here to chapter 41. It says that I saw the forefathers from Adam to Eve and broke into tears because of their ruin and dishonor. And then in chapter 42, it talks about the key holders and the guards of the gates of hell. They have eyes of fire, sharp teeth, and that he saw the Lord's works and how the Lord's works were right. But some of the man's works were limited, and some of the works were bad. In chapter 43, it says that I measured and wrote out every work, every measure, and every righteous judgment. And a year is more honorable than another, so is a man. And it lists some reasons that men are honorable: strength, wisdom of heart, wit, and that it is better to be the one who fears God. When we get to chapter 44, it says the Lord created man with his hands in the likeness of his own face, and he who vents anger on any man without having been injured by him, it says that the Lord's anger will cut him down. Blessed is the man who does not direct his heart with malice against any man and helps the injured and the condemned, who does charity to the needy, and on that day of judgment, every measure is taken as a reward. So we're on to chapter 45. It's a description with an explanation, making yourself out to be more than you are and judging others without cause. It says the Lord will not reward that. It says God demands pure hearts. In 46, it speaks about being disloyal with your thoughts and deceit by your tongue. Now, I'm going to do chapter 47, then we have to stop because chapter 48 is really interesting and far too long. Remember, this is not canonized, but in Enoch 47, it says, read the books, and if you observe the writings, you will not sin against the Lord. For the Lord placed the foundation in the unknown and spread out heaven, and he anchored the earth on the waters and created countless creatures, and that the Lord cut the stars out of fire and decorated heaven. And I thought that was so interesting. So I wanted to share that with all of you. Next time, we will start in chapter 48. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.